Hello, I'm Jeremy Kahumban, the President and CEO at the Children's Village. Thank you for spending part of your evening with us. As many of you know, typically on this day we would come together for a dinner in person. Our plan this year was to honor our friends from the Redlick Horowitz Foundation and our friends from Deloitte. They've done so much for us. We will come back and honor them next year. But right now, I need your help. Many of our families are in crisis. They need food, they need medication, they can't leave their homes, and we have so many children who are not in school that don't have access to technology and the broadband that many of us take for granted. We need your help to make sure that these families and these amazing children are not left behind. We have over 400 children living with us. We have over 1,500 families in the community that need us. And I promise you that every cent that you give us will go directly to them. As we adapt to this new reality with COVID-19, we are not just sticking to the things we've always done. Good residential care, making sure kids have families and someone to love them unconditionally. We are also distributing food, clothing, medicine, getting kids in and out of hospital, and making sure that the most vulnerable in our communities, the people that walk amongst us who are now in crisis, are not left alone. It's the work we've done since 1851, and we do it gladly. We are willing to be on the front line, and we have adapted to this crisis of COVID-19. And with your help, we will bring our children and our families through. I want to share a video with you. We are 1,200 strong on the front line, reporting daily, working with children, doing our best to social distance, knowing full well that it's not always possible when you have to work with young people. But take a look at all that we are doing. I'm proud to be part of this amazing team.
We at Children's Village are dedicated to meeting the needs of our vulnerable youth and families under any circumstances. In light of the coronavirus, we're helping families to know their risk factors and find the resources they need.
Shout out to Gina and her coordinating a delivery from Fresh Direct to our families.
Our therapeutic and support staff are working diligently to make direct care visits whenever possible. To reduce risk, we're ensuring that telecare services via web-based or phone applications are available.
Hi, Tiana. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
What's your quarantine birthday gonna look like?
My mom's cooking me a dinner and I'm gonna sing happy birthday.
Think about what the color green makes you feel.
Secure.
And ensure that families who are experiencing dire basic, emotional, and mental health needs are supported every step of the way.
So with COVID-19 going around, that hasn't stopped us from working hard. Kids are still able to work in the gardens so that they are not super close together and can still social distance.
Me and my colleagues are still here with a smile on our faces, just trying to make a normal experience. We still offer ping pong, Connect 4. We also have the pool downstairs, which we take precautions to keep safe and clean.
Talking to these kids and trying to make sure keeping their distance from their friends. We still want them to have fun. Recreation is fun. Then the agency has done a good job of making sure getting information out as far as us being safe.
COVID-19 secure lockdown. I am staying safe by wearing a mask and keeping social distance 6 feet away.
You want to stay as far as you can from other people and just be with your family and nowhere else.
Thank you. Bye.
Our staff are truly incredible. We stand on their shoulders. They make this work possible every day. And right now, they are on the front line, making sure kids and families are safe. We have received so many messages from friends like you, and I would like to take a few minutes to share a few of them with you.
I'm a very proud supporter of the Children's Village. I love CV. CV is one of the best organizations anywhere, and I've known them for such a long time, and I've seen the incredible work that they do year after year, saving lives, changing lives for thousands of children and families. It doesn't get any better than that.
I've been working for CV for almost 5 years now, and not only can I say that CV has been the land of opportunity for me, but CV has also helped me grow professionally. It's helped me grow personally. It's motivated me to go back to school. I'm now able to be stable, and I've been able to grow and be the growth that I promote to the youth that I serve.
Our law firm first got to know the Children's Village more than a decade ago through our longtime client, AMBAC, and we've been fortunate to work with the organization, come to the dinners, and get to know the organization over the last 10 years. I was asked to say briefly why we support the Children's Village, and it's simple. The kids, they're amazing and inspirational, and the Children's Village does remarkable, life-saving, and essential work for the kids.
In a world in which we're all beginning to understand the trauma of isolation and separation, we can truly appreciate Children's Village and the work that they do to reunify children with the adults that matter the most to them.
AMBAC and its partners have supported CV since 1994, have raised over $1.7 million, sponsored numerous events, and more recently, focused additional support on one of CV's most powerful programs, the WAY program. We wish everyone at Children's Village and the WAY program the best during these uncertain times and pledge our continued support.
I love being able to come in every day and work with our young people and to see them grow and see them flourish and get the calls after they've left, letting us know how they're doing.
I've been part of the Children's Village family for almost 35 years now. I founded Connections 4 years ago to provide kids trying to exit the child welfare system with a mentor for the period of a year. It's with tremendous gratitude and pride that I thank our supporters for encouraging us and financially providing the means so that we can help almost 35 kids who are in our program right now. It's our goal that we can continue to support them at this crazy time, and that when we all return to some kind of new normalcy, that we can help another 20 kids this year.
For the past 3 years, the Ella Nixon Gift Drive has spent Christmas Day at Dobbs Ferry. When we arrive, we are greeted by caring, concerned counselors who invite us into an immaculate dorm where we spend time with talented and well-mannered young people who live there. Their dedication is our dedication, and we hope it will be yours too.
It's really rewarding once you're able to get the children to open up. Sometimes it's as simple as asking them questions around how their day's going or what they're interested in. Many of these kids just don't get that one-on-one attention. Really goes a long way to spend some time just having a conversation. And they remember, the next time you see them, they'll come up to you and start talking to you because you've established that trust.
In these especially difficult times, all of us have received many requests for donations, but I'd like to speak to you about the most threatened among us, those vulnerable children and families whom Children's Village serves. And when I say serves, I'm thinking of the staff who always care for their clients with respect and love.
I've been at Children's Village for 15 years, and CV is truly the place that's always finding ways to support the challenging needs of our community and support its staff. I've been blessed to be here this long, especially now in time of quarantine, because it shows every day how it aligns with my own personal values. That we need to support the most vulnerable populations and provide them with the resources to thrive, not just survive.
For many years, I've watched in awe Jeremy and his dedicated team keep children safe and their families together. Through their many valued programs, I've seen great impact as they give every child the opportunity they deserve to be the very best they can be. As a fellow adoptee, let me just say thank you to Jeremy and his team for all that you do.
I can't imagine a better way to honor my mother's legacy more than by giving to Children's Village.
A gift to Children's Village is an investment in the power of positive human connections in the lives of youth.
Now is the time for us to honor them by stepping up with a special gift to Children's Village.
So why do I support the Children's Village? There are many good reasons, but for me, simply because it's the right thing to do.
Thank you so much, guys, for those amazing messages. We're greatly appreciative of all of them. My name is Vincent Madera. I'm the director of the Children's Village Institute. And my job today is just to talk a little bit about the impact we have with the children and families we work with on a daily basis. And how I'm going to do that is share a couple of stories. The first story is a really good friend of mine, Robert. And actually, I'm going to give him an opportunity to tell his own story.
My mother was sick her entire life. She had everything but cancer. It was hard. It didn't keep me out of the streets, but it did protect me from so much danger. She's the strongest person I've known, and I aspire to be like her to this day. After she passed away, my counselors in the WAVE program were the first people I called. They have helped me so much. Even after I've turned 21, they've made me feel like I wasn't forgotten. I currently have my own apartment now, and I make my own decisions, and I feel good about myself. I have people I can look up to for lots of support, and I feel like I'm a part of a community. I love art, I love music, and I love expressing myself. I've been inspired by all of the wonderful things that my mother has done. Making an impact on other people's lives is what I really took most from her. I want to make an impact, and I know in my heart I can.
Robert now is working for us. He went from one of my kids to my colleague and is doing an amazing job as a peer navigator for the Children's Village, where he now makes it his purpose every day to make sure that the kids are getting the support and advocacy that they need. So the second story I want to talk about is my really good friend, Anthony, who I've known for over a decade now. Anthony, similar to Robert, grew up in foster care. And like a lot of children who grow up in foster care, they don't know what they want to do in life. And so they use us for support. But in Anthony's case, it was more about him guiding us of what he wanted to do. So what happened was he graduated high school and we were talking about what he should do next. And I'm pushing college, right? I'm like, Anthony, you have your high school diploma, go to college. And Anthony's like, I'm not too sure I want to go to college. And we're going back and forth. And he tried college, it didn't work out because I should have listened, and it didn't work out. And he said, I really want to go to trade school and become a welder. And I didn't know anything about welding. But my job is not to understand other things, it's to build a relationship with this young man and support him in his decisions. So he did go to school for welding and became a welder. And now Anthony's in Tennessee welding underwater. I didn't even know that you could put fire underwater. These are just two very small examples of the impact that we do every day. And all that our children need is that little support that we provided in the examples that we gave for Robert and Anthony. And that little support could show you our next pilot, our next welder, our next peer navigator, or even your next colleague. That support is so much needed, especially during the times we're going through right now with COVID-19. So what we've seen is families struggling with things they haven't struggled with before. Things like groceries, medication. They're losing their jobs because they're being laid off to things that they can't control, right? Your support is going to go so long to help them with these basic needs. To no one's fault, right? There's no judgment. They just need the help like we do. They need to know that we care. They need to know that they're not alone. And that's really what your support today is going to give them. That hope, that sense that you do belong to a larger community. Please donate today, and you can make a difference where the need is greatest. Thank you guys so much for your continued support, and I know I'm going to see you next year.
Thank you, Vincent. You always drive home the message. Friends, thank you for joining us tonight. These are unprecedented times. I hate that we have to do this via video, but I look forward to seeing many of you next year. Thanks for supporting us. We love you. Stay safe.
My name is Sandra, Yoon. I'm with the Children's Village Leadership Council. One of the biggest reasons why I joined the Leadership Council was to give back to the community and make the world a better place. If I have any opportunity to make a positive impact on this world, then I think it's completely worth it. Also, one of my biggest memories that I have is when you walk through the doors to go meet the children on volunteer events and their faces just completely light up and they remember who you are and they're so excited to see you. It just makes everything worthwhile.
Hi. You know, there are a lot of really great programs out there that are worthy of support. For my family and I, we choose the Children's Village. For us, it's simple. Children's Village takes care of teenagers and children at risk. But they don't do it just individually. They work with the families. They work with the families to make it work and succeed even better. I'm the father of 4. For me, family is the answer.
For the past 5 years, I have served as a literacy mentor for the Children's Village. When I made the decision to volunteer at Children's Village, I was deeply moved by the resilience, courage, and strength that my students showed. Adverse childhood experiences, ACEs, has had a huge impact on victimization, criminality, health outcomes, and overall life opportunities, and I felt that I could help the young children and at-risk teens build resilience in the face of ACEs. Volunteering at the Children's Village was the best decision I could have made. It feels great to promote a secure environment in which all the children can feel confident, valued, and empowered.
Hi, I'm Tandi. Why do I like donating to the Children's Village? 5 reasons. 1, to make sure that I do my part to give the children who are less fortunate the chances and opportunities they otherwise may not have. Number 2, I hope they one day pay it forward themselves. Number 3, it helps me with my desire to give and help others. Number 4, being associated with the Children's Village makes me feel like I'm truly making a difference. And last but not least, number 5, I love to hear the balloons popping and the success stories at the best gala on the planet.
Volunteering at Children's Village is the best decision I've made because the work here is so great and meaningful. Even volunteering for just a few hours a week can help create a feeling of self-worth and feel like you're fulfilling a valuable purpose.
I like volunteering at CV because it's an organization I trust and stays true to its values. I've met so many amazing people while volunteering at CV, whether it's at our annual gala or just walking around campus. What I value most is the time that I'm able to spend on campus with the boys. It makes me feel good to know that I'm a positive influence in their lives, and I know I am really making a difference.